Here once again is Bob and Ray's Agriculture Director and head of the Lackawanna, New York Field Station, Dean Archer Armstead. Dean, would you come in just a little bit closer?
Hello, Mr. President. I've gone through the farm some of that.
Been quite some time since I saw you.
To grin and to talk to bring him or something that development. And it's just utterly fantastic to me. It's something that just...
The Old Farmer's Almanac. Well, they predict...
That's what I'm talking about. The Old Farmer's Almanac. It's just for public.
Well, that's why you're here. That's what I mean. We want to discuss just what you think of the winter ahead from an agricultural standpoint.
Several methods, you know, determining what type of winter you can expect.
Several methods, yes.
Expect. How about when you can expect?
To detect. What kind?
Expect.
Expect.
And I believe one method is where you check the brand on the woolly bear. And there's another method where you just check conclusively with the Farmer's Almanac.
Yes, well, a lot of people...
I just do not go 100% along with the Farmer's Almanac. I predict the word of a very cold winter.
You have your own prediction to make then, in other words.
I predict we're going to have a general open winter with snow and ice, and we'll have a general share of cold weather. But I just don't believe that we should go wholeheartedly to Farmer's Almanac.
How do the woolly bears feel about it?
It's the same, because the woolly bears are very determined farmers.
Read somewhere the other day. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
And I just, we're going to go on a blue rant, and it just is another horse of another color.
Well, in other words, they seem to be undecided themselves. Okay.
I just feel it's a...
Well, thank you, Dean. I think maybe this has been an eye-opener in a way to people who have been worrying about the winter, and I want to thank you for coming all the way down.
No problem for this. The weather's already going to be right into spring.
Okay. Dean Archer Armstead, ladies and gentlemen. And it's book review time. Now, I wish Kip were here because Webley Webster is all set to give us a review of a book that he's read the past week and have the Webster players act out one of the most famous scenes in it. Webb, you all ready?
Yes, I am, Bob and Ray, and hello again, everybody. Well, this week I spent my spare time reading a classic that I think is a page.
A real classic one.
Written by Louisa May Alcott.
Yes.
And it bears the title Little Women.
Little Women.
That's
right.
right.
One that,
and it's
familiar.
about a bunch of little girls.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a good story. It's heartwarming. And yet it's thrilling. Now, the Webley Webster players have come along today.
Just one thing
Right.
before you get to them. They've been here for the past 3 or 4 weeks, and we've had nothing but a repetition of the same scene from all these different
The
books.
scene that we will portray for you takes place upon a boat that's about 4 days out to sea.
Now, look.
And this is
Don't
from Little
remember
Women,
anything.
about the middle chapter. And now the Webley Webster players are all set to go.
Hey, matey.
Aye, Captain.
What brings you by the pilot house?
I just came up from the mess, Captain.
Why,
Oh!
Get up off the deck, matey, and keep a civil tongue in your head.
Begging your pardon, Captain. I merely wanted to inquire.
Belay, matey. You're listening to the captain now.
Aye, sir. What can I be doing for you?
Why,
Oh!
Now then, matey, you know I don't like that kind of talk from ye.
Well, Captain, I only said I went below to the mess, that's all.
Why,
Oh.
Now then, which way is this old tub a-heading, matey?
We're heading directly for the horizon, Captain.
Why,
So you can see that along with the heartwarming parts, there's a lot of action and adventure in Little Women.
Where do they come in? There's nothing to do with Little
You
Women.
look for it at your bookstore. It's going to be all right.
Come on there, Slim. Let's ride. You onto your horse yet?
Well, wait till I get up on the horse before we start
Oh,
off.
no, we're not.
Pull up there.
Gracious, every time we try to ride someplace, you get trouble getting up on that
Oh,
horse.
I see you put my foot through. Is my foot through that stirrup?
Yeah, that one
side?
is. That is.
All right, then I'll swing this way. Now,
Doing the same concern thing you did last time. You're facing backwards.
well, I ain't going to change now, Tex. Where are we going?
Well, let's ride across the countryside there.
All right.
Head off toward Silver Gulch. Come on, boy.
I feel silly riding along this way.
Can't
Hold
see
up
where
there.
you're going, can you?
Not so fast.
Hold up.
I'm going to let my horse follow your horse, because I can't see where I'm going.
Hey, I tell you what.
What?
Why don't you turn your horse around and you can follow me, see where I'm going, your horse can back up.
Well, let me hear that again now, Tex.
I say, as long as I'm facing in the direction we're heading.
Right.
Why don't you, and you're facing the other way.
Right.
Why don't you turn your horse around? Turn him around right now.
All right.
I'll show you how easy this is going to be.
Around, boy.
All right.
Right.
Now, you're facing right, ain't you?
Yeah, but the horse
You're
going
looking the same direction I am, toward Silver City.
I know, but the horse is going to go the other way.
No, he ain't. Not if you
Well,
drive
let
him
me-
backwards.
Go! No, see, I'm going away.
Oh,
hold on.
come on.
No, I'm going the wrong way.
That's right. Back him up.
No, this will never
That
do.
ain't going to... Wait. Now, you're facing east now, ain't you? Now,
wait.
turn around.
Wait a minute. This ain't the east, is it?
No.
I can never hardly tell the east from the west.
Blame it. Well, which side of the tree is the moss on?
It's on the south side.
Well, there ain't no trees around here, come to think of it. Tell you what. You start off in the direction you're going, whichever it is,
All right.
and I'll start off in the direction I'm going.
All right.
We're bound to end up.
All right.
We'll meet. See you later. Are you going?
I haven't moved, no, Tex.
Well, wait. I'll bring my horse back. Oh, what's the matter?
I'm getting off this horse.
Well, you remember how much trouble it was getting on.
I'm heading back to Chuck Wagon. Let's eat. Who has to ride a horse anyway?
Right.
Let me help you down.
We take you to Wally Ballou, Correspondent Ballou, and Correspondent Skirmahorn, who are at this moment atop the world at the North Pole. Come in, Wally Ballou.
Lee Ballou of the Roots of the World, where we were sent earlier this week by the Bob and Ray staff to cover things.
Mahorn here, standing just at the other side of the pole. This is the time of the year when the pole is painted and made ready for the winter. As you know, the temperature gets way down below freezing here from 1 to... Just a moment,
Lee
Dan.
Ballou, over here, Artie. I think I could get a better view of the activity which is going on. Right now, they're bringing up the paint buckets in great ox wagons and parking them down at the foot of it.
Mahorn here. Who is in charge of this operation, you probably ask? Well, a group of nations get together, and they share the expense of maintaining the North Pole.
Something like the Park Avenue group here in New York, which keeps the little lane there in the middle of Park Avenue at tip-top shape throughout the year. Trees and Christmas trees are planted and stuff like that.
I think we should point out that the day is breezy here. The North Pole has fallen over.
What was that you said, Artie?
The North
I thought I
Pole
heard you say the North Pole had fallen over.
has fallen over.
Wow. Well, while we check on this, we'll be back with further reports. If anything develops, let's return you to...
I'm getting out of here.
Great pleasure now to present the director of the Bob and Ray Laboratories, who has come... Just a minute, sir. Hello? Bob and Ray.
Hello?
Hello?
Hello? Hello?
This is Bob.
Hello, Ray?
No,
Steve.
no, this is
How are you,
Bob.
Bob?
This is Bob,
Hey, I've
Ray.
been listening to you, okay. Hey, look,
Just
come
a
on,
minute,
Bob, will you, Ray?
Doctor, will you? I think it's
Put
Steve.
him on.
Pascal.
How are
Hello,
you?
Steve.
How's everything going?
Where's...
Hey, look, I'm really sorry down. This looks like a great year. I'm sitting here in my room, and I'm going over all the facts and figures.
Well, I'm glad you're heading south anyway. How far have you gotten now?
I'm a little town just south of Jacksonville, Florida.
Hey,
Hello,
that's
Ray, fella?
No, this is Bob.
Hey,
Steve.
Foster, boy.
Right.
Hey, look.
We're
Hey,
heading
put on
straight
Bob.
This is Bob, Steve. Now, look.
Bob, Steve.
One thing you got to realize is the difference in our voices if you're going to be broadcasting all summer down there. You got to know which one you're talking to.
Yes, well, I'm closeted myself in my room here, and I'm doing really bad on this year. I'm going to bring you all the accurate reports that you fellows expected. You're paying me for.
Say you're in your room at the hotel now.
That's right. Hello?
Sounds to me like you're near a beach or a resort area of some kind.
Get out there. Hi, Ray.
Steve, this is Bob, Steve.
Hi, Bob, Steve.
Right.
Just talking about.
How does it look for the opening games down there in Florida?
They look great. They look like they're going to open up as they scheduled. And I don't think you got any worries. You know they're going to be playing ball.
Well, that's the idea,
That's
yeah.
the whole picture. Hey, look, can I have about $400?
Oh, now, wait a minute. We sent you money last...
to the most expensive hotel to a small town south of Jacksonville.
Yeah, but we sent you money last week. What have you done with all of that?
Hello?
Hello?
Oh, let's go out there for a minute. Okay, thanks a lot, then, Bob. This is Steve Bosco rounding third beach. Get out of there. Big turn home.
Now, let's see, it's eating time, huh?
That's right, Alton.
And, Tony, what have we got today for all of the lovely ladies and gentlemen?
Well, Alton, we have some
Isn't
delicious...
this a lovely-looking audience, incidentally?
The audience is lovely looking. Do you notice that, Alton?
I just mentioned that they were, Tony.
We had some very delicious...
Those beautiful-looking groups of people that we've had in a long time.
some salmon, Alton, and a paper...
Salmon! From the salmon industry, no doubt.
That's right, Alton. We sent it over, and it's all been boned. But there shouldn't be any bones in any of those little paper cups, Alton.
So we won't have a bone to pick, huh?
That's right, Alton.
I notice we've all been given a little popcorn.
That's right, Alton. That's sent over from the Popcorn Institute of South America.
You know this is National Popcorn Week.
I was going to point that out, Alton. This is National Popcorn Week. Suppose you
You know that Indians introduced popcorn to Massachusetts colonists on February 22nd in 1630?
I didn't know that, Alton, but I assume that that's when it would have happened. The popcorn has always been associated with Indians, Alton. I'm reminded of a story.
Well, let's not go into that now. What's this other stuff over here?
Well, Alton,
That looks delicious.
That's a little piece of rhubarb pie, Alton.
Rhubarb pie?
Sent over from the Rhubarb Institute, Alton.
Didn't the Lasagna Institute send over a little piece of lasagna for everybody?
That's right, they did, Alton. But I decided not to give it out, Alton.
Well, why did you do that? I mean, it's delicious stuff.
It smells funny, Alton.
All right, and a pair of socks from Webley Webster for every gentleman in the audience, so it shouldn't be a total loss, huh?
That's right, Alton. Don't forget the basket, Arthur. They all have the bag.
Oh, the bag.
That's right, Arthur. And remind them, too, about
pretty
that.
paper bag, too.
That's sent over from the Pretty Paper Bag Institute, Arthur, of North America. Arthur, point out to them not to throw anything down on the
Yes,
floor.
I was going to mention all of the food wrappers, containers, and paper napkins. Please don't leave them around on the studio floor. It makes an awful lot of work for fellows who have enough to do without being bothered with that. Okay, swell.
Well, a movie that we're all going to be seeing very soon features a new young up-and-coming star that we've asked to come in and chat with us today. Tab Hathaway is his name. And Tab, I understand this is your first film, and that you've never done any dramatic work before this big break.
That's right, Bob. I never even got up in front of more than two people.
Well, that's pretty strange when it develops that you step right into a starring role. How did this happen, actually?
Well, I guess it's probably because of my appearance and my stunning good looks.
You're probably pretty modest about your appearance, aren't you?
No. What's that mean?
Well, what I meant was you are about 6'4", I'd say, quite handsome.
That's right, I am.
And you weigh how much? About...
I weigh about 85 pounds.
85. And you've done a little boxing in your career?
That's right. I've done some fighting, mostly fist fighting.
I see. And you've never taken a dramatic lesson? You've never appeared on a stage until you walked onto the set of this new
That's
film?
right. I was discovered at a drive-in out in Hollywood.
Seems hardly believable at all. We have a little film, scene, a clip from this new film of yours. I think it's the dueling scene.
Oh, this is a scene where I use a chest wig.
You're portraying one of the great lovers of history, as I understand it.
That's right. I'm Marvin Botticelli.
Could we run that film and just see how he appears on the screen and how he sounds? Here it is.
All right, now. You don't recognize me as the fool woman that you had whipped Lord Studley, because she took some scrappy food from the pig trough?
It's Marvin Botter's shit.
That's right, and you'll pay now and pay dearly.
Oh.
Well, that is amazing. That's a beautiful scene, and I wish you a lot of luck, Tab, when you make any more pictures.
Well, okay, thanks a lot. You know what I mean?
Tab Hathaway, friends.
There has been some discussion. You've heard people say it, I'm sure, that conversation is a dead art. We don't agree with that. And to prove it, we have going on now in another studio a group of learned gentlemen just sitting and talking, proving that the art of conversation is still a genuine thing. They're probably fading on the microphone now, and you can hear this conversation.
Channel Islands and trips to North Guernsey, islands such as that. I think you'll probably find that you can improve a great deal on the mode of transportation for that particular area.
I recall the way the topography of the land sort of drifted off to the southwest. This is unusual because the water generally drained east-northeast. And I was taught of some 6 years.
And, of course, you no doubt railed bitterly at that.
And I think also the Inchinikas probably have given us much.
Well, if you want to make it come down to an actual fine point, or to reach the epitome of the apex, I would say that the culmination of all of this does go back to the Channel Islands.
Genuine.
Go ahead.
Genuine lapidary is the word. I think also that perhaps if we all just sat and discussed these things further...
Well, I think maybe you have a point there. I'd like to bring up the subject...
Fade out that microphone. You've been listening to Bob and Ray proof here that conversation certainly is not a dead art.
Book review time, and here is our literary expert, Webley Webster, and I presume that over the week you have covered another volume, Webb.
That's right. Hello, everybody. It's a pleasure to be reporting on another wonderful book that I just read called Pinocchio.
Called what?
Pinocchio.
Pinocchio.
Yeah.
Well, that is a book, of course, that's quite familiar to everybody, and I'm sure that you're going to have your players do a scene from the book. As
That's right.
Well, I hope that this is going to be different
Yes,
than some of those other scenes that they have done.
Right.
The last 3 weeks, they've all sounded the same.
Well, this scene that the Webley Webster players are going to enact from Pinocchio takes place on deck of a boat. It's about 12 miles out to sea.
Very familiar.
And it's in the summertime. And as we look in, we see the captain of the boat.
Matey. Aye, Captain. Step up here, matey. I want to talk to ye. Right, sir.
Billy,
Oh.
you do your listening to the old captain now, won't you, matey?
Righto, Captain. What can I be doing for you?
Why, you...
Oh. Taking it easy, Captain.
Up off the deck, matey. Now you gotta keep a civil tongue in your head when you talk to the captain of this old boat, now don't you?
Aye, sir. I know that.
Oh, why, you...
Oh.
Up off the deck, matey.
Begging your pardon, sir.
Now then, who's been in me room?
Well, I don't know. Did you find your duffel missing?
Why, you... All right, matey, off the deck, lad.
But, Captain...
Now, all I ask ye is to answer the question that I put to ye.
Aye, sir.
Were ye in drinking the captain's port?
No, sir. I wasn't.
Why?
No.
So, that's just one
no.
exciting episode in this
Well.
wonderful story, Pinocchio.
Look, I don't remember that in Pinocchio. I read Pinocchio, and I don't remember that at all. And besides, it's just like every other scene this group of yours does.
So if you want exciting reading that'll keep you really glued to the chair and the book, read Pinocchio. This is Webley Webster, your literary writer, returning you to Bob.
Now it's child psychology, in a Zickening fashion. Dr. Clifford W. Zickening, our guest and child guidance editor of Bob and Ray Enterprises, is here with us with a stack of letters, and I presume you're going to try to answer some of the questions contained therein, Doctor.
I certainly am, and I'd appreciate it very much, announcer, if you'd read the problem.
All right, here's the first problem for Dr. Zickening, and it is from a lady who has a young 8-year-old son who aspires to be mayor. And she'd like to know how to explain to him that she doesn't think he has a chance.
I gather, then, that he aspires to be mayor at the age of 8.
That's right.
The problem. Well, this has comic overtones. Here you have a youngster who is very anxious to participate in the running of his own community, which I think is an admirable trait in any child.
Yes.
I would advise the parent in this case to speak to the child in conversational tone. Always do that. If you raise your voice, then your message doesn't get through. You frighten the child, which you don't want to do. Explain to him that, for one thing, 8 years old, he hasn't had enough experience to be mayor of a large city.
Of course.
And to tell him also that it's nice of him to aspire to it, but to stop thinking that way until he's old enough. And then, if he still desires it and still talks about running for mayor at the age of 8, whack him.
All right, I think maybe we have time for just one more here. This is also from the mother of a son who is 6 years old, and he has grown a goatee.
You say the mother of this son is 6 years old?
No, the son is 6 years old, Doctor.
Oh.
And he is the one, evidently, who has grown a goatee.
Well, any mother who grows a goatee certainly...
No, it's the son.
Oh.
The 6-year-old boy who evidently has displayed this adornment on his face.
All right. This, then, could be a serious problem, because the child not only will become the object of ridicule from his playmates that would affect his psyche, but I think also it would affect the psyche of his parents, because it's a natural thing for the parents to resent any criticism or ridicule of their own offspring. I would advise him, or this parent, to, in a conversational tone, to remove the goatee, and then if he doesn't, whack him.
All right, thank you very much. There are a couple of answers. We hope that they'll answer problems that others of you who have similar problems have written in. And next week, the doctor will take up some more interesting questions. Child psychology in a Zickening fashion. Dr. Clifford W. Zickening.
Well, there's a big fair going on, and we thought that we should cover it, and we dispatched correspondents Wally Ballou and Artie Skirmahorn to the famous Autumnal Autumn Fair in Autumnal, Iowa. Wally Ballou, we understand, is standing by now, so if you'd come in, please.
Lee Ballou at the Autumnal Autumn Fair here in Autumnal, Iowa, where my broadcasting companion Artie Skirmahorn and I have been enjoying the festivities of the day, all of the big events that have been planned at this yearly fair. Right now, Artie is standing by at the judges' stand across the giant arena, where they're about to announce the winner of the Cabbage Head Award. And, Artie, if you could hear me on your phones, I wonder if you would come in, please.
This Skirmahorn, and as Mr. Ballou informed you, the judges just now are about to select the prize cabbage head of the fair. There is about 12 of them here on the table, and the judges have gone down the line looking at all these cabbage heads. I might point out that it's a very difficult decision. They're all beauties. The leaves are perfectly formed.
This one here.
He has just now selected number 8.
Who does that cabbage head belong to, Artie? Can you find out?
Yes, I have it on my card here. It belongs to Mr. Carlton J. Upjohn of Fremont, Iowa.
Yes.
And, Mr. Upjohn, I wonder, would you come over here?
Yeah.
I imagine you're very pleased and proud of yourself for coming up with the best cabbage head here.
I'm very happy. I've been trying to win this award for a number of years. Last year I entered a summer squash, and I arrived here with it, but I didn't win.
I see.
This year I brought the cabbage head over, and...
it's a beauty as I look at it now.
I also have a summer squash with me, late summer. But...
I don't want to keep you out of microphones. I know the judge wants to pin the blue ribbon on the cabbage head.
That's right.
So why don't you take yourself back over there, sir, and get the award.
You all through broadcasting now?
No, we're going over to the other side of the arena, and the blue ribbon is Now, pinned on the cabbage head. Back across the arena to Wally Ballou.
Wally Ballou across the arena, and it's just about time for the Wild West show to take place. Riding out of the chutes and under the grandstand are the cowboys and the other people dressed up as Indians. Some of them firing blank.
Wally.
Yes, Artie.
I'm afraid that this isn't a make-believe.
No,
the patrons are being relieved of their wallets and rings and so forth.
Yes, I think we'd better get
out of here.
Stop blank acquisition.
Well, thank you. And right here, we have set aside our portion today to make our lucky phone call. Bob, if you'll give all the folks the details on this, I'll prepare to make the call.
Glad to, Ray. Ladies and gentlemen, this is our famous Bob and Ray Lucky phone call, where a number is picked automatically and scientifically from our collection of phone books representing every area of the United States.
I'm making the call now.
Maybe calling you, maybe calling your next-door neighbor, but whoever we call, they're certainly lucky. As we place this one today to Eugene, Oregon. And I can hear it ringing now. And I hope that, the gentleman, I hope he's...
Hello.
Hello, is
Eugene, Oregon speaking.
Is this the home of Mr. Frontispiece W. Paisley?
No, this is Eugene, L. Oregon.
In Eugene, Oregon.
No, sir, I live Tacoma, Washington.
All right, Mr. Oregon, you're the recipient of our Bob and Ray Lucky phone call today. How do you feel?
Well, I feel fine about it.
What were you doing when we called, Mr. Oregon?
I was down cellar. I was going to clean it out today.
Uh-huh. What time is it out there?
so lucky, I don't know. What?
What time is it out there?
We're 3 or 4 hours behind you. I don't know whether you're on daylight time or not back there in East.
Nice weather out there?
Yes, it's a beautiful day. I'm lucky.
You're lucky because we only make one call a week, and you can imagine the 1,000,000 to 1 chance, well, even more than that we should pick yours. Pick it scientifically.
My wife has just gone uptown to do some shopping
Have
for the
phone
weekend.
books of every locality in the United States here in the
She'll
studio.
Be filled when she gets back. Well,
once a week, every week, we make one of these calls, and whoever
you
answers
fellas are on.
That's right.
Well, what is it?
Person is home, boy. They really get our thanks for having answered and proven that the figures don't lie. That
yes, sir.
The odds are down.
Is this Bob I have the pleasure
Yes.
of speaking with?
Right-o.
Look, what is it I win? Because my wife will be coming home now in a few minutes.
Well,
I don't want to tell her.
No, you don't understand, sir. It's just a lucky phone call. It's just lucky that we happen to call your number. There's no prize, actually.
What?
There's no prize, sir.
Well, what do you mean I'm lucky?
Because out of all the millions of telephones in this country, we happen to pick yours at random out of the scientifically chosen numbers. We don't need to go into all that again. You answered the phone. It was our lucky phone call.
Okay.
Now, why aren't you satisfied with that?
I am, sir. Sorry. Thank you very much for
We went to
calling.
all the trouble. We tied up 3 or 4 minutes of time.
And I feel I'm really lucky.
Give our best to your wife when she comes home, too.
All right, then, Bob and Ray.
Congratulations, Mr. Oregon.
You bet. Goodbye.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Attention, young men who want to attract attention.
Attention, young men who are training to be men of distinction.
Young men, what you need is a crew cut. A genuine, upstanding crew cut.
Cut by real members of the Harvard crew in person.
Just drop in to Bob and Ray's Boathouse Barbershop. 8 barbers and a coxswain in constant attendance.
No waiting. Current magazines and fresh, clean ashtrays for the asking.
In this friendly atmosphere, you can get a genuine crew cut by the men who beat Yale by 16 lengths.
With a pair of tortoiseshell glasses and a crew cut, you can be the Russell Knipe of your hometown.
Crew cuts are perfect for the swimming pool. You won't have any long, stringy, dark hair hanging over your eyes when Esther Williams swims by.
You want to be a gay dog, don't you? Not a sheepdog.
Don't be half-shorn.
No, don't be half-shorn. Get clipped good.
Hollywood starlets go for crew cuts. And crew cuts go for Hollywood starlets.
A crew cut is on the up and up.
A crew cut is lucky.
If you can't visit our Boathouse Barbershop in person, just drop a letter addressed to Crew, New York.
That's Crew. C-R-O-W in New York.
Enclose a lock of your hair, and you'll receive a crew cut by return mail.
Cut by sturdy, muscular lettermen of the Harvard crew.
Remember, when you hear this cry,
Stroke!
You've been trimmed.
And now, let's head south, shall we? Down to sunny Florida, where, of course, baseball training is in progress, and to Wally Ballou, who stationed himself at one of the training camps. So come in, Wally Ballou.
This is Wally Ballou outside one of the Major League training camps in Florida and about to talk with a lady whom we've made the acquaintance of in the last week. She's the wife of an umpire, a new umpire, too. Is that right, Mrs. Hornrim?
That's right. He was in that... He umpired in AAA ball last year, and this year he was brought up by one of the big leagues.
This is Mrs. Hal Hornrims, whose husband we'll be seeing in the Major League parks this year. How is Hal at home, Mrs. Hornrims?
Well, to live with. He's quite arbitrary. By that I mean when he makes a decision, he very rarely changes it, if any, and he trips over coffee tables and the like, and he's never yet hit the coffee cup with the cream. Always just misses and goes into the saucer with it.
Must have some trouble there with balance or some kind
That's
of
probably what it is.
Yes. Tell me, has he got big plans for this year, for traveling around, which he hasn't done before?
Well, yes, and he seems to think he'd like to work just the foul lines to break in. He didn't want to, call any balls and strikes this year. He just thought he'd stay down by the foul lines. Because he can see the foul lines are big white things.
You mean
But he hates to get behind the plate because he says he hardly ever knows when it's over the plate or his...
Might forget to duck sometime.
Well, he's even in the minor leagues. A fellow got hit in the chest with the ball. He said, strike 3, you're out.
Was there a big argument about that?
Oh, yes. But as I say, he very rarely changes his decision.
Well, tell me...
Once you do, they'll always think you're an easy mark.
So I understand.
Yes.
Has he had any other experiences in the minors before...
Well, he himself got hit in the squash one day, and...
what did he call that?
Ball 4, and he took his base.
Uh-huh. Well, it's been nice talking to you, Mrs. Hornrims, and I hope you have a nice season with the ball team.
Yes.
This is Wally Ballou, returning you to...
Bob was up all night getting the story of seeded rolls. He just returned recently from the Finger Lakes to tell us all about it. Will we play that tape now? Thank you.
The Dainty Dolly Bakery, where we hope to chat with a gentleman who has a very important job here. Right now, rolls are coming off the assembly line, ready for tomorrow's trade, for tomorrow's breakfast tables, and the man who makes it possible for them to be wrapped, before they're wrapped, he has a very important job, and I wonder, sir, if we could just stop you for a moment.
All right, Clark.
I know it's very important what you're doing here, and I don't like to hold things up, but we won't be very long. Could I have your name, please?
Well, I'm Miss Dolly, the name.
Mr. Dolly, is that right?
My wife got this bakery many years ago.
Mr. Dolly, I wonder if you would explain just what it is you're doing here with these little things.
Well, these are poppy seeds, and I'm putting 18 and 20 on each one as they go by.
In other words, you are finishing up the poppy seed rolls that will be served tomorrow morning.
These are actually hard rolls, but I got to get the poppy seeds on when they're hard or they won't stick. They'll roll
I
out.
see. There's kind of a glaze on those as they come through. Is that right?
That's right.
How many poppy seeds to a roll?
18 to 20. We never go over, and we rarely go under that figure. We have been known to get a roll out with 17, 15, and I had a fellow here who used to put 22 on. He last week. I had to get rid of him.
Well, I can imagine that with thousands of rolls that you turn out every day, this would amount to quite a few pounds.
That's right. We work on penny margins here, Bob. We have to watch everything.
And how many poppy seeds would you say that you use in the course of an entire year's production here?
Oh, golly, I'd have to figure that up.
Gracious, I know that's a big order to try and fill, but...
Oh, golly, it would be in the thousands, Bob.
Well, goodness, thousands of pounds or what?
No, thousands of individual poppy seeds.
My. Well, tell me,
yes, go right ahead.
You work in any other part of the factory at all?
Yes, I'm in charge of caraway seeds and bread, and we have to watch them, too.
Sakes alive, you must turn out our
You're
good...
just getting a 30-second signal from your engineer.
Oh, gracious, I am. I wish we could stay here and talk to you all night, but I don't think there's time.
Well, it's nice of you to drop by, and I listen to her a lot up here when we're getting out the apple pies during the wee hours of the morning.
Thank you very much.
A lot of company.
Mr. Dainty Dolly, the owner of this bakery, and it's been a pleasure.
Oh, I'm not Dainty, that's my wife.
Oh, I
see.
Well, thank you, Mr. Dolly, and back...
Sorry that was interrupted, but the engineer kicked the plug out of the wall. Will you watch it from now on, please, sir? Thank you.
Here's our book reviewer, Webley Webster, and you promised to review something.
Bob, I just finished reading Treasure Island.
Well, that's an old book, you know. That's a standard. It goes way back. I think
An
everybody...
old book, a brand new cover on it. It was given to me as a birthday present.
Well, what are you going to do about it?
Well, I brought in some neighbors of mine who are going to act out a very interesting chapter of Treasure Island. I thought that would be a good way of presenting this review. Keep your eyes on this Robert L. Stevenson. Paul, I can put words together.
Oh, let's hear the drama they're
Okay, folks, start.
All right, now, Hawkins, me boy.
Yes, sir.
Why,
No. Oh,
delay, lad.
take it easy, Captain.
Quiet, lad. I'll do the talking here.
Thank you.
Why?
No. I'm going to hide in the apple barrel.
You mean this is the
That's
scene?
it. Wasn't that pretty exciting?
Well, I suppose so.
It's about a pirate.
Yeah, I know
about
this.
this kid named Hawkins.
Yeah.
It's okay, don't you think?
Well, that's good, but try and get something a little more up to date next week, will you?
Sure like it.
I liked it, but it lacks something.
Okay, then.
We picked a letter at random from the week's mail, and fortunately it poses a question. It says, Bob and Ray, you have been telling us how different things work the past few weeks, barber shop and a typewriter, telephone. But why don't you start at the beginning and tell us how radio works? I think that's a good question.
Well, all right, then. Is that a gentleman or a lady?
It's a lady, I assume by the handwriting.
All right, ma'am. We'll be very pleased to explain radio to you. Now, how it works simply is this. We talk, as we're talking to you now, into what is called a microphone. Here, I'll touch it. Hear that? That's the microphone. Now,
Sensitive, too.
leading from the microphone is a cord, much like the cord you'd find on your toaster, and you plug it into the wall, and then it goes to your house.
In between is the man known as the control room engineer who sees that it goes to your house.
Well, I think I might point out here that it isn't that simple, really.
Well,
Somewhere
let's
there's-
not get too technical because, I mean, for all intents and purposes, you have answered the question.
Well, somewhere there is, say, a tower. Now, as we're talking to you, our voice goes up the tower, and it goes off into the air like. And
you
then
know
goes to your
You know
house.
how it goes from there. You turn the radio on. You have it on now, huh?
In your house, or in your automobile radio, or any place you may have a radio, it's going to. And
And you hear it before we do. That's
Did you
the
know
thing
that?
that's always amazed me. You hear us before we hear us.
That's the way it is with radio.
I may be wrong on that.
There's something electrical about it.
Could I have your name, ma'am, please?
Miss Thurston.
Where are you from, Miss Thurston?
Oh, I didn't know I was supposed to give my home, Kansas City.
Well, we have a couple of spare minutes here. We thought we'd talk to you. What brings you here to New York?
Well, just thought I'd come along, visit here for a few days, maybe.
Is there a Mr. Thurston out there, Miss Thurston?
Oh, yes.
What does he do?
He's a plumber in Kansas City.
And he didn't come along with you on this trip,
No,
I take
this is very busy for him. And, well, I don't talk much to Mr. Thurston.
Oh, that's so?
Oh, I don't believe we've said 30 words in 15 years to one another.
Kind of a sorry situation.
Well, he's cranky and I'm grouchy, so we just...
Do you have any relatives here in this part of the country?
No, I don't. There's nobody here that I know that I can look up, but I've gone around New York City
Seen
here.
the sights, Empire State Building,
Saw
I
the
suppose.
Empire State Building.
Radio City, see the UN building?
Yes, I saw that.
Go down the Battery, go out to the Statue of Liberty.
No, I haven't seen them yet, but I hope to.
Take a trip around Manhattan on the boat, didn't you?
No, I didn't know you could do that.
Can do that.
Oh.
Seen the George Washington Bridge.
I don't know as I have. I've seen some of the bridges.
Central
And I
Park.
saw the railroad station.
Grand
We have
Central.
a fine railroad station.
Sure we do. Mighty proud of both of them, as a matter of fact.
Mhm.
Do you have any hobbies, Miss Thurston?
No, not especially. I like to bake.
Well, real nice, and I think you lead a very pleasant life out there in Kansas City. Give them all our best when you get back. What are you bound for now?
Oh, I think I'll go out and get loaded.
How do you do, sir? I'm Bob of Bob and Ray.
Hiya, I'm Duck of Weave and Duck. I'm a prize fighter myself.
Oh, no, we're a radio team.
Oh, excuse me. I thought you meant they're bobbing and weaving in the center of the ring. They're raying and ducking in the corner like that.
If you don't mind, I'd like to ask a few questions of you.
You don't mean them bright lights shining in your eyes, cops standing around like that?
No, just a few questions about your profession, so our radio listener can hear what other people do for a living.
Well, you don't want me.
Why not?
Well, I don't make a living.
Well, why are you a prize fighter, then?
I got a bathrobe.
A bathrobe?
Yeah, purple with Joe Duck wrote on the back in white letters. My girl made it for me.
Well, if you don't make a living...
Well, I can't let the kid down. She made a pair of them, identical like. They're both purple. Only hers says Rita Weave wrote on the back.
Well, why does Rita have one?
Well, she's a lady wrestler.
Oh, I see. And does she make a living?
Yeah, as soon as she saves up enough money, we're going to get married.
Well, congratulations, Joe.
Thanks, and I can make money, too.
How do you figure that?
Well, we're going to form a team, Weave and Duck, and tour to fight arenas all over the country. You know, a novelty team. She wrestles me, and I fight her.
Well, that is a novelty, I guess.
Yeah, well, I got to be going, Bob. She's going to take me out to dinner, and if I'm late, she throws me.
Well, thanks very much, Joe Duck.
You have just heard another in the series entitled
How America Lives. Attention college boys
and attention college girls.
The ever-popular and ever-expanding Bob and Ray Kit Service offers you another all-inclusive kit, to wit,
the Bob and Ray College Football Weekend Kit.
Yes, sir, boys and girls in college. We know that the football season is at its height, and we're here to help you out today. And that's why we designed this special college football weekend kit, so that all you have to do is to pick it up on your way out of your fraternity house or your sorority house, and you're ready for the game.
Well, I think you'd better make it clear there, Bob, that the boys walk out of the fraternity house and the girls walk out of the sorority house.
Very good, right. Well, now, here's what the kit contains. 1 genuine used coonskin coat, complete with hair.
1 genuine simulated fraternity pin with Greek letters spelling he, and 1 genuine simulated sorority pin with Bulgarian letters spelling she.
1 can of smudge, the college-approved dirty paste which makes white saddle shoes filthy.
1 college pennant with the name of your college on it for undergraduates. Or 1 college pennant with the word Harvard on it for the people who want to be different.
1 rubber chrysanthemum, which will squirt water when someone smells it.
1 can opener to be used for tomato juice.
That's a good one. Tomato juice.
And finally, 1 genuine house mother type chaperone, complete with earplugs, blinders, and a hood to pull over her head as the final whistle blows.
Yes, sir, college boys and girls, when the teams run on the field.
And the game starts.
You'll be happy to have a Bob and Ray football weekend kit.
The only other thing you'll need will be money.
Now, for information about this kit, write to Offside, New York. And that's spelled
Offside. Now, for the money, you write to Father.
And that's spelled Old Man.
Well, I wonder where correspondent W.W. Ballou is today. I suppose you are, too. Well, actually, he's at a clock factory. And so now, 2 o'clock factory and Wally Ballou.
Ballou speaking from a clock factory. And all around me are clocks. You can probably hear them ticking in the background. The scene of panoramic timekeeping as we talk with one of the most important men on the assembly line, this fellow right over here.
How do you do?
What is that you're doing with the watches, sir?
Well, my job is to wind the springs here into a tight little ball and then quickly set them in the wire.
All done by hand, huh?
That's right. We found that machines just don't do it as well somehow or other.
You fellows punch a time clock when you come in here to work?
Yes, we do. One of our own makes, as a matter of fact. It's up at the far end of the assembly room.
You ever be accused of being a clock watcher?
Yes, many times they say that to us.
Well, now, you're going to demonstrate, actually, putting the spring into this watch press, all but finished except for the mainspring. Is that right?
That's right. This, of course, is an alarm clock that we
working on now. And this is a bigger spring. Actually, the bigger the spring, it is easier to handle. Those smaller ones, and you'll notice my fingers are a little too big when fit the spring into a small wristwatch, for instance, or a pocket watch.
Do you mind if we watch you do this operation?
Certainly not. As long as you're here, I'll just pick up this spring now. And what I do is I roll it around my little finger, and then just the last, I slip it off my little finger. I'm rolling it now.
Winding it up, eh?
That's right. I just bring it over. Want me to put up the microphone so you can hear me there?
I think you folks can hear that.
That's right. I wind this up very
You
slowly.
know how many times to wind it? A certain number?
Well, it never varies. It's always about 11 times I've done it. Now I gotta slip it quickly into the watch. Here we go.
Halfway across the factory, huh? What time is it, incidentally?
I don't know.
Well, it's time to get back the way. This is W.W. Ballou returning you to...
And now, U.S. Steel, makers of iron tablets, presents John J. Agony with his unoriginal Bad Will Court.
All right, Mr. Sterling, our first problem, please.
That's the problem here of Mrs. F.C.
All right, madam, go ahead.
Well,
Get just a little bit closer to the microphone, if you will, please.
well, my problem is basically this, sir. I have been... Do you know that cheese that comes in glass jars?
Yes, I'm familiar with that, madam.
They have designs...
Don't mention any trade names, however.
Well, I like snappy with bacon.
Let me see if I have your story right to this point. The problem for which you have come here today to search an answer concerns a particular type of cheese which happens to be your favorite.
What?
And it comes in a particular type of glass container, jar, a bottle.
No, you see, I like the snappy cheese with
All right,
bacon.
go ahead.
And it comes in a little glass jar, and they
We're
have...
not concerned
There's a
particularly.
picture on the glass jar of a tulip garden.
No.
Little Dutch theme.
Well, you don't
Now,
need
I
to go
want
in
to-
any further detail on that,
They
madam.
have another set of a group of revelers pulling up at the King George Inn.
All
Which
right.
is a nice one.
Well, we do have a time limitation.
But what I wanted to do is to collect the six, you see,
Oh,
of the
I
one
see.
design.
I see. In other words, you wanted to collect a complete set of 4, 6, 8, makes no difference how many, but one full set of one design of glasses. Is that right?
That's right, sir. And I
That
had...
seems to be the problem, madam.
Well, I had two, and when I went back, they had changed the design to a big mountain.
In other words, you got two of the Dutch tulip design, and then when you went back for more cheese and bacon spread, they had changed the design to a
You know
mountain.
where Gallagher's drugstore
Don't
is?
mention any proper names, please, ma'am. I just had a note handed to me by our assistants. One of our great radio families just called up. I think we have an answer to your problem. They have an apartment for you.
Thank you.
Does that help you with your problem, madam?
Yes.
All right.
Well, right now, we thought we may look in on Bob, who has dispatched himself to a busy intersection, and to see how traffic is here in New York City. So, Bob, come in.
Standing at one of the busiest intersections, thought we'd speak with one gentleman here who's been caught in traffic, he says, for the last hour and a half. What is your name, sir?
My name is Captain Parker Gibbs, Bob.
Captain, I noticed that you're driving a panel truck here.
It's a small pickup truck that overheats very easily. Always I make it a point to come into New York, rent a pickup truck, and go on out and hit the busiest traffic I can.
Well, you can't make very much time in traffic like this. You say you've been here for an hour and a half.
Oh, it looks like I'm going to be here for another hour. The car's really overheating.
You actually look as if you're happy about the whole
Yes, I
thing.
am, Bob. I kind of like to get out in the traffic.
You've got plenty of cigarettes, I noticed, on the seat beside
That's right. And I just sit here, kind of keep a placid smile on my face. It kind of irritates the other folks. You see, I'm the one who's tying up all the traffic here.
Well, that's kind of an odd thing to do.
Well, I like to get out, see the people, get a little warm, and have a little motor trouble. I enjoy it, Bob.
And you think you'll be here for several more hours? Is that...
Unfortunately, I'm having an awful lot of trouble with the truck. I've had a flat, and get this, there's no spare.
Well, I think you can understand that we're justly surprised at your attitude, and I'd like to know how this
came about, how you do this.
Yeah, there's a reason back of this. I'm a lighthouse keeper, Bob. I'm out there all year long, not a soul, and cool breezes, and like the head of New York, read a truck that's about ready to fall apart and get out to the busy traffic.
Well, I'm glad you are enjoying yourself. You're about the only one here, and
Yeah, they're all pretty mad at me.
I'm going to take off and go back where it's cool, but best of luck, and I hope you'll be stalled here for quite some
All right,
time.
it looks like I'll be here for another hour.
Okay.
Here in the decompression chamber, looking out over...
Hey,
Yes.
can I say hello to my mother?
Well,
I
certainly.
always try to say like that on all the programs and say,
You want to say hello to your mother? Well, come on up here to the microphone.
hi, Ma.
Well, now, where
I
is
get on all the programs.
Uh-huh. And you like to go up on the radio and say hello?
Hi, Ma, I say.
Well, say it now.
Hi, Ma.
So she can hear you good.
Yeah.
Well,
She can hear me good.
Well, it's wonderful. She listens on the radio.
She doesn't have any radio.
Well, how can she hear you when you say hello, Ma?
She said right there in the front row.
She's at the front row?
Yeah.
Well, why'd you have to use the microphone to come up to say hello to her?
Oh, we had a fight. I don't talk so much.
Well, there's a little vignette. Bob, what can we do with a fellow like that?
I don't know. Just get him out of here as quick as we can, I guess.
And we thought that we'd look in on our private weather forecaster, Clifford Fleming, who's stationed at the Bob and Ray Weather Observatory atop Mount Washington in New Hampshire. So, Cliff, can you hear me?
Clifford Fleming, I can hear you fine, Dave.
Good. Cliff, how are things up that way?
Well, as you can probably hear, the birds are chirping merrily in a bright sunshine, Dave. We've enjoyed a very pleasant, comfortably cool evening last night.
Should I make any markings on the map?
Yeah, if you'll go over to the map, Dave, I think you'll see that the low-pressure area down there around Florida and Mexico will bring warm air.
What should I draw there? A circle with lines coming out of it like a sun?
That'll do fine, Dave.
Good.
Then up there on the northern portion, up into Canada, well, you don't have that on your map, I see.
No, it just goes up in New York State.
Right. Well, that's a cold front up above there. It won't affect you too much. The weather should be pleasant. We're planning some weather here that we think you'll enjoy for the remainder of this month.
Well, we certainly hope so.
Right, Dave.
Now tell me, how's it look for the weekend?
I'm afraid not, Dave. She's coming home tonight.
Now then, let's call in correspondent Blue, who again has gone up to Herkimer, New York, to talk with Professor Groggins about his interstellar flight. Wally Blue, come in, please.
Professor Groggins, this will be your fourth unsuccessful attempt to take off for the moon. Is that right?
Well, I don't use the term unsuccessful, Mr. Ballou. I have several times. I just decided not to go because it wasn't a nice night.
Well, the weather certainly is good for it today. They'll be able to see.
Well, weather isn't that important a factor with my anticipated flight, because the only reason I want good weather is so I can look out and see things.
No, but you do
them.
have an advantage. If it were raining, it might hurt the tar paper that you have on the point there.
What the point of it? Yes.
How about just stepping inside, having a look at the inside of this ship? I guess we've got time. Hey, it's Ditsy.
You like it in here?
Yeah.
See, I just had a new kitchen put in last week. I pointed out to you.
It's like home.
Yes, and the drapes the missus hung up for me in
So
there.
that you've got a whole big bookshelf full of books. You plan to do some reading on the trip?
Yes, but I'm not sitting out on the porch, which I decided to put
Right there.
And I also, as you probably have noticed, I put a carport on the side of it.
What's that for?
In case when I'm like landing and I want to park a car beside it.
Well, I'm going to step out now, and we'll pick up the hum of the powerful engine as it turns over. And I want to wish you, as I have the past 3 times, a great deal of success in reaching the moon.
Thank you. Well, I'd like to get out and go with you, if I might.
While the thing starts up, you mean?
Oh, yes, because I have an emergency brake.
All right.
Sure. Now we're outside again.
Need to stand back very far from this?
No, it's, I'll just push this button here.
Well, he's starting up. Powerful.
You know, I think I better go on inside, though, on the second night. In case it really takes off, I want to be in there.
I think it would be safer that way. And good luck. Bring me back some green cheese. Oh, he's gone. Now, you can probably hear in the background the engines seem to be having, they may be cold.
It's very possible that this will be the successful trip that Professor Groggins has been looking for and hoping for. All of these months and years of planning and building, working with the 2x4s, nails, paper.
Stop! It's all off.
What's the matter, Professor?
I don't have any gasoline in there.
Say, we have somebody we think you'll be interested in meeting today. A fellow who has for many, many years been a cook at a Chinese restaurant in Bennington, Vermont, a city famous for Chinese cooking. And he's come here to our microphone, and he'd like to say a few words, and we'd like to ask him a few questions.
Well, thank you very much.
You are a Chinese cook, but only you have that title only because you prepare Chinese food.
That's right, because I prepare the mugu gapan, the subgum chicken chow mein there, and the sliced pork and the egg foo young, things like that.
It would appear to me that you have a clipped Bavarian accent, sir. Is that right?
That's right. I'm from Austria, originally.
And
Then I've been here for about 25 years.
Well, what got you interested in Chinese cooking?
So, I liked it so much.
Well, I mean...
And schnitzel. And the sauerbraten.
But you do like food.
Sauerbraten with fried rice is not too bad.
Well, do you mix up dishes like fried rice?
Once in a while, by mistake, I mix it up. One of the funniest ones I ever had was sweet and sour Wiener Schnitzel, which wasn't too bad, actually.
Well, did the person who got this dish...
He complained. I got fired.
Oh, so how many different restaurants have you worked in?
Let's see. Counting this one?
Arkansas.
Because I lived 25 then.
What is your favorite Chinese recipe, and how do you make it?
Well, that would be going into a little bit too much detail. I know you don't have very much time, but if you want me, I come back. I'll tell you about my sauerbraten Cantonese.
And what is this recipe going to be?
Well, it's not so much a recipe. It's what I like to call my pot roast mandarin.
Pot roast mandarin,
and you get some beef.
I know that we have many amateur chefs who listen, and probably would like to write this down, so I would ask you, Professor, to go slowly.
Yeah, well, you got some beef, some vegetables, you got some potatoes.
You're going much too fast.
You got some onions.
Well, you can pick it up a little bit.
Get some carrots, you get some turnips, and some beets if you like it. And you put it all in together and you pot roast it.
Sounds,
and then you serve it on rice.
Well, now that sounds very...
Wiener Schnitzel.
Very American, actually. Sounds like a...
It's a mess, actually, when you get it all figured out there.
Is there any song you sing out...
Very few people have ever liked it that I know of.
I understand, though, that a happy Chinese restaurant is a restaurant where their cooks sing. Is there any particular song you like to sing out back there?
Well, it's one favorite. They tried to sell me egg foo young.
How does that go?
I don't think it's been cleared for the broadcast today.
Oh, well, all right, sir. They tried to sell me egg foo young.
That's right. It's quite a hit with our customers over there.
You've been listening to...
Arrivederci.
Arrivederci.
Hi, sports fans. Biff Burns again. And sports question. What is happening to bowling? There are a few kegglers listening who know what's been happening to bowling of late. They know who they are, and I know who they are. They know I know who they are. And as long as they know, let's find out what's happening to bowling. So much for my sports editorial. And now here is my sports guest, one of the outstanding players to appear in a bowl game today, Skeets McGonigal.
Thanks a lot. First, I'd like to say, though, that I think Big Dan Muldoon has done a good job on that team. And we're a bunch of green kids when he got a hold of us last spring when we violated the spring practice code. And he brought us right through the summer, right up into peak efficiency by the time the whistle blew on the football season.
That's from Skeeter McGonigal, one of the outstanding fullbacks in football today.
I'd like to say that Big Dan Muldoon is probably the nicest guy I've ever played for in my 15 years at this school. And I think that we'll win this this game.
Did you have any real thrill in your last game, Skeeter? One that stands out in your mind?
Yeah, the time I kicked the point after. The time I kicked the point after.
The time you kicked the point after. That must have been a thrill that you'll never forget.
It wasn't so much thrill as it hurt. I forgot my shoes.
Well, now, for all of the kids listening in, do you have some advice for them, how they can grow up to become football players like yourself?
I'd say to any kid listening to them, Biff, that if they want to be a football player when they grow up, now's the time to play football. Every chance they see a football, pick up that football, get to know that football. Play football hard, play football fair, play football clean. When you grow up, you'll be playing football. Play to win. You'll be playing
I see our time is up, sports fans, for this edition of Sports Extra. This is Biff Burns saying until next time, this is Biff Burns saying so long.